And we're back with another episode of the Content Amplification Podcast. It is October 24th, and today we're going to be talking about feeling. And why this topic? Well, I was asked by my local branch of the Royal Bank to come in and speak today, this morning, it hasn't happened yet, to the employees of that branch about my small business, being Small Business Month and all. And I was thinking today, after dropping my son off at school, what am I going to talk about? What is it that of the essence over the 20-some years of business that I could instill in them in 15 minutes about something that I found important as a small business owner? And I thought about this, and the underlying tone came about when it comes to feeling. I'm typically not somebody who, is openly into feelings personally. But when it comes to business and marketing, I understand when something feels good. Now, let's think about this. I'm going to get you to do a little kind of introspective exercise. Whether you're listening to this or watching to this, I want you to take part in this because it's very important. Think back to your childhood. Think back to something, some experience or some physical thing. Maybe it was a toy. Maybe it was something that was in your house. Something that you remember. So when you think back to your childhood, what is that thing that you remember? Now, for most people, that thing doesn't exist anymore. It's not around. It either got broken, it got sold, it got lost, you moved, whatever it is. It's not around in your present life. Now, imagine you walked into a room today and that item was there. That person was there. That smell was there. Whatever it was there. What would you feel like? You would have this sense of comfort, this throwback, this good, warm feeling that you would have. Now, when it comes to business, this is what you want to provide. No matter what it is that you do, you could be a plumber, you could be a marketer, you could have a retail store. The thing that you do, the thing that you sell, there are other people that can sell that can do that. There may be even people that can sell better versions of that. There are people that could do a better version of that. But if you can make people feel a sense of comfort, a sense of value, a sense of understanding, a sense of warmth, they will do business with you. It is that sense of feeling that is missing in today's world. You can look at the news headlines, you can listen to the politics, whatever it is. There's so much hate and hurt and negativity out there that we are longing as human beings to be felt, to be understood, to be brought forth in this warmth of gratitude that we expect and we need to survive. Now, let me share this story with you, and it comes down to my banking, and this is timely with the group that I'm speaking to this morning. For many, many years, I did business with the Red Bank, as they call it, Scotiabank, and it was probably over a decade that I did business there. And I did business there, and I had a great banker who was there. And, for many, many years, I would come in to the tellers. This is before everything was through automated and phone depositing and all that kind of stuff. But I would come to the teller and his office would be down the hall. And if he popped himself out to do an errand or something and he saw me, and he did this with all his business clients, he would come out, shake my hand. Hey, Shaun, how's it going? How's the family? How's this? How's that? It was a sense of understanding. It was a sense of value that was there. I wasn't just a transaction. Now, fast forward a decade later, and this is probably back, 4 or 5 years ago, I reached out to him by email at the branch, and I didn't hear a response back. There was no auto reply back or anything like this. And I was like, that was odd because he usually replies within the same day. And I did it a couple days later and still nothing. And I went into the branch and I asked, hey, is Chuck around? Well, Chuck's no longer with us. Chuck went to work for Royal Bank. Like, wow. Okay. So who's the next business banker? So they told me this person, they gave me her card. I emailed, I didn't get a response. I didn't feel that value. I didn't feel that warmth. I didn't feel that receptive nature that I've come to understand by the way that he made me feel. It was a bank. There was a dozen banks in my area. They can take money. I can get money. I can get a credit card anywhere. I switched banks. Not because RBC was a better bank. It's because the person that was now working at RBC was a better person. They understood how to make me feel valued. They understood the importance of taking that extra time to get to know their client and not just be about the transaction. Now, if you've ever switched banks, you know this is not an easy deal to go through. You have a lot of updates and of account details and all this kind of stuff. It was a pretty heavy process to go through, but it was worth it. And the underlying story and tone and message that I'd like you to listen to and understand today is every involvement, every collision, every engagement, every transaction, every touch point that a client or potential client has with you and your business needs to make them feel valued. It needs to make them feel understood. Whether you are delivering a website or delivering a brand new home or doing an insurance policy, take the time to understand that person. Why are they there? Why have they chosen you? And in some instances, it just may have been the luck of the draw, right? They came in because they needed something and you were the first one they came to. That's okay. Because this is step one of building that relationship, of making them feel understood, allowing them to feel that you understand why they are there, what is important to them. Because when you do that, not only are you going to be top of mind when they need something else, but when somebody asks them, hey, do you know somebody that can do blank? Who are they going to refer? They're going to refer you. Take that today. Think about it. What are you going to do today to make somebody feel amazing?